Y'all, these dupes are coming out fast and furious, okay? We got another one from Marshmallow Blush, and I think another one for Devotion. So if you are interested to see how these new inspired fragrances compare to what's already on the market and the originals, please continue to watch. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friend, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Again, it does help for us to grow, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so we are going to start off with the Devotions. The Devotions have been on the market a little bit longer than Marshmallow Blush. And so we're going to get the oldie out the way, and then we'll start with the newness, okay? So I have the original Dolce and Gabbana Devotion. This fragrance is pretty popular, pretty well loved, but I also think that if you like it and love it, you like it and love it. But if you don't like it, you kind of hate it a little bit. There's not like a ton of people that are like, oh, I'm on the fence about it. It's either a love or a hate for the most part. This fragrance is like a candied lemon rum vanilla type of scent that I thoroughly enjoy. And I had this one before I had the intense version. And I liked it. I mean, I've used quite a bit of it. It's almost halfway done, to be quite honest. I haven't reached for it this year at all, or not this year, but this, as the seasons have changed for sure. But now that I'm sniffing it, I just might, okay? And I also have the, if I can get my hand together, the intense version. So they share a lot of similar notes, except for this is going to give you more of a hazelnut vibe. So it's a little more nutty and a little bit more warm. I feel like this fragrance is probably better suited for, not spring, summer. Winter and fall. The original is more spring, summer, but definitely still year round. But I love both of them. Looks like I've used the original a whole lot more than I have the intense version, but I think they're both great. So longevity projection, I want to say these are probably average fragrances. When I say that, I mean, you know, depending on how you spray, you're going to get your 4 to 6 hours worth of wear. You overspray, you have moisturized skin, you may get a full day's wear, like an 8-hour wear out of them. You're going to get moderate projection. Nothing is super beast mode, and neither one of these are like intimate skin scents. So this is going to be your average wearing designer fragrance. I think they're beautiful vanillas. I think they both offer something special. And I'm happy to have them both in my collection. Now I do have Victoria, which we know I love her down. So just to give you guys some information about Lattafa's Victoria, this is inspired by the original, not the intense version. The difference for me is this is more airy. It has a lemon meringue note at the top, and so you get that airy, fluffy meringue when you spray this out. And oh goodness, as you wear it, you still get the lemony vibe, you still get the, you know, candied vanilla and all of that. This is stunning, gorgeous. This could be a flanker. This could be like the one before the original because it has that airier type of lemony vibe. Some people thought the original went pledge cleaner or pine sol or whatever. It went like detergent on them. This one, in my opinion, don't do that. She good. She smells stunning. Now, Devotion did not go lemon cleaner on me. I have no problem with the wear, but this one, I feel like if you did have that problem with Devotion, this may clear things up for you because the lemon in here is not as pronounced. It's a little bit lighter wearing. It's a little more airy and fluffy, if you will. Okay, so now let's get into the new release from Afnan. All right, here is the beautiful bottle, or box, I should say, from Afnan. It's giving very much so caramel. Okay, so let's see how she fares. The presentation is also still very similar to how you receive the other fragrances that are in this particular line, the Bouquet line. I do have Mystique Bouquet, which is inspired by Valaya. Love her, she is stunning. So I have not worn this fragrance. Like I said, when I get these, I typically just spray them out in the box and then I kind of leave them in there. And like literally you can see in the box, if you can see it, it's still wet. Can you see it? There you go. I don't know why I do this, but I do. I spray it in the box and then I let it sit with the cap off. If I can, just give it a couple days to kind of just rest. And so I can get somewhat of a decent understanding of what the fragrance is doing rather than smelling it right away. I also have the notes pulled up for her. At the top, there's bergamot, lemon, white flower, and vanilla. In the mid, there's rum, honey, sugar, orange blossom, and whipped cream. And in the base, there's musk, vanilla, tonka, and also more vanilla. Okay. All right. It's definitely giving me Devotion, but it's not giving me all of the lemon that's in Devotion. I'm getting the caramel. I feel like I get the whipped cream, the rum as well. Okay, there goes a little bit of the vanilla, or not the vanilla, but the lemon and the bergamot. It needed a second. Wow, it's starting to bloom. This is really pretty. Okay, let me spray some on my skin because I don't have any perfume on right now. So off rip, I think this is cool. It's cute. I don't have longevity projection, obviously, because I'm just spraying this on camera with you guys, but for the most part on initial spray, it's definitely giving Devotion. It's not right now as spicy or rum forward as I feel like I smell in the original, but I'm going to give her some time to dry down on my skin and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to catch y'all up at the end of the video on this one. But on initial spray for the cute little 30-40, I feel like this is a winner so far. So if I have not said it already, this is Delicio's Bouquet from Afnan, an inspired fragrance of Dolce Gabbana's Devotion. Up next is going to be an inspired fragrance, or another inspired fragrance of Yum Boujee Marshmallow 81. I love this fragrance. I, of course, did not give it the best review when it first came out because it was very airy, almost non-existent. But baby, when the development happened in the bottle, she started cooking and all of the things in the kitchen, and she is an absolute beauty. She is a gem. She is a very fluffy candy marshmallow that gets a little bit deeper as you wear her. Stunning, gorgeous. I cannot gush over this enough. I have 2 bottles of this. You see this fragrance right there. I am almost done with this bottle. I got a couple of inspired fragrances of this one. And so I'm set. I'm set with the scent profile, but I seen a new release and I wanted to get my nose on it to see what it actually smelled like compared to this one so that I could let you guys know. And we'll also look at the other ones. We'll look at the Marshmallow Blush and also the one from Cot Lodge, which is Cloud Candy. So let's get to sniffing. So this is an inspired, well, I won't say inspired because the brand said that it's not, but they smell so similar. It seems like they were released within days of each other. But I will say this one to me wears a little brighter and it wears a little fresher. So the scent profile is the same. The marshmallow, the strawberries, the, whipped cream, a little bit of, florals in here. It's the same, but this is a tad bit airier for me. So if you feel like Yum Boujee Marshmallow, once it actually matures, is a little bit too much for you or a little bit too heavy, this might be a good alternative for you. This fragrance for me will serve as, if I'm looking for the Yum Boujee Marshmallow DNA and maybe my bottle is running low and I don't feel like using the rest of it, this is going to give me that same vibe. And this one lasts all day. The longevity on here is going to be about 8-10 hours. You spray her up, she's not going to let you go until you wash her out of your clothes. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this one. This is from Paris Corner and this is Marshmallow Blush. They said it's not inspired by Yum Boujee Marshmallow, but my nose says otherwise. Up next is Cloud Candy by Cot Lodge. So this fragrance is probably prior to the one that I have now. This is the most recent fragrance that I picked up that is similar to the Yum Boujee Marshmallow. The notes in here are strawberry, green, tangerine, and freesia. Fluffy marshmallow, coconut, and whipped cream. In the mid and in the base, there's white musk, vanilla, sugar, raspberry, and ambroxan. So that ambroxan is what gives you that projection. So this fragrance to me, honestly, smells very similar to Yum Boujee Marshmallow before she actually completely matured. Now, I've had this for a couple of months now. I've used her just a little bit. If you can turn it to the back. Yeah, there you go. I've used her just a little bit, only a couple of times. Honestly, just because I've been using the original. To me, this one smells more like Yum Boujee Marshmallow when she first came out of the package than Marshmallow Blush, because Marshmallow Blush had a little bit more, I would say lemony, citrusy type of vibe, if you will. It's a little bit brighter and fresher. This one still kind of has the same DNA and it smells a little more closely related, but it doesn't have the depth for me. I feel this one needs to still macerate a little bit more to get a little bit deeper, to get a little bit closer to the depth of the original, if that's going to occur in here. But the scent profile smells the same. It just smells a tad weaker than the Kayali right now. And again, my bottle, she is fully cooked and juiced up. There's air in here. You can see it's gotten a little bit darker. And so she's perfection to me. But I think they smell very similar. This one just smells like a fresh bottle, if you will, and it hasn't had that time to cook. Out of the two that I have, I will say this one smells closer to the original. Marshmallow Blush does smell similar. It smells more fun, more bright. It projects like crazy. It's just beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. So let's get into this new one that I have, okay? Here she is. I have not even taken her out of the packaging, so I won't do that on camera with y'all, but because that would be a lot going on. But this is Shams Al Emirat Pink Blush. That's the American version. So please correct me in the comments. Let me know. I'm doing my absolute best here. But at either rate, this fragrance is brand spanking new. So let me take it out of the packaging so you guys don't have to hear all of that. And let's get to spraying. All right, here we go. Here's the bottle. It's actually really, really cute. I think it's gonna sit nicely. This is plastic here. You guys heard that, oh Lord. But the bottle feels a little almost rubbery, if you will. But it feels really, really nice in the hand. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there's like little flakes in the cap. So it's a cute detail, but this is definitely plastic. So let's get to spraying her. Give her a second to settle down. I don't want to smell just alcohol. While she is settling down, let me read to you guys the notes. The top is raspberry, apple, and nectarine. In the mid, there's marshmallow, coconut, strawberry, orange blossom. And in the base, there's sugar, vanilla, and whipped cream. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. Okay, you guys. Whoa. This one smells the closest. Okay. She smelled the closest so far, like straight out the bottle. Like this, it just came. I didn't spray her 10 times. I sprayed her with you. This is outside of what I typically do. Wow, you guys, this is very, very similar. You get the fluffiness of the marshmallow. You get the strawberry. It's creamy. You smell the coconut in here. Like this, I cannot imagine when this one actually matures what it's going to smell like. This smells amazing. It smells so close to the original. Oh my goodness. Let me spray it on skin. Okay, so I'm gonna let this one sit on the skin for a little bit, but what I actually did with the one from Afnan is I did spray it on my hand, and then I sprayed Devotion on my arm. So I'm spraying this new one, Pink Blush, on my hand, and I'm gonna spray Yum Boujee Marshmallow on my arm. Okay, because this right here, it got me confused. Okay, you guys, I had to go get up and clear my nose completely to be able to smell these 4 fragrances on my arm. Let me just first say, these dupe houses are getting out of control, okay? I know folks love the dupes, and I do too. But when I say out of control, I mean they are getting close. They are getting close. I mean, so close, so quickly. It's kind of scary to be like a brand that puts out fragrances knowing that there's an alternative that's coming and it's like literally on your heels quickly. Okay, so let's start with Delicio's Bouquet from Afnan. So that's on my left hand. Okay, and then I have the original Devotion in my arm. Okay, I feel like I'm getting more of the lemon from the original. The lemon has kind of dialed out of this one. Not to say it's not there, but it's just more pronounced as I'm smelling them side by side. Yeah, so, and I also get more of a spiced rum from the original. So I'm smelling more of the notes in the original than I am this fragrance. This smells just like a well blended, sweet, candied vanilla type of fragrance with a little bit of spiciness from that rum. But the vanilla is heavy in here and it just smells sweet. I do think this one needs to cook just a little bit, but when I tell you it's so close already out the bottle, like spraying this out, letting it sit for just, a few days and putting it on, it smells very close. Like I'm trying to pick out small nuances, but literally I think if I were to spray this on and wear it, I probably, outside of that lemony note, I probably wouldn't pick up much difference right now. But I do think that after a while, if this one macerates and does what it needs to do, she's gonna be on the heels of Dolce Gabbana Devotion. Okay, she said, I'm on your heels, I'm coming to get you. So this one is not bad. I would probably give it, like, at this point, a 7, just because I know that it's supposed to have that lemony note to it and I'm not smelling it the most as I'm comparing the two right now. But of course, I've had my Devotion for a while and it's, the original, it has the scent profile and it's been doing what it needs to do as far as coming together as a fragrance, because I've had it. And we're going to give her an opportunity. So she is going to go in my maceration update video, but I will give her some good wears and see how she does and update you guys as I can. This one is a 7 right out the bottle or right out the box. This is Delicio's Bouquet from Afnan. Okay, so we here with pink blush. Okay, let's switch hands because I got pink blush over here. I have the dupe version on my hand, and in my arm I have the original Yum Boujee Marshmallow. Y'all, this ain't fair. This ain't fair. They smell so close, it's not even funny. Like, this is fresh out of the bottle. No spraying it out, no letting it sit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. No, it's close out the bottle. Wow. Now, if I was Kayali, I might be a little mad. I might be a little mad. My goodness. Like, the marshmallow, it's like I'm smelling the same fragrance. Like, I'm hard pressed to find a difference. Like, this one smells like it's projecting a little bit more, if I'm being 100% honest. And they just smell too similar. The whipped cream, the coconut, the strawberry, the marshmallow, the way that it just smells airy and beautiful in the air. To me, this one smells similar, and it is closer in projection to the original. So I don't know longevity, obviously, because I'm just, here with y'all right now. But when I tell you, this one right here is so close to Kayali, I could probably pour this in the Kayali bottle and not know the difference, if I'm being 100% honest. As long as the longevity does what it needs to do, and then it gets kind of deeper, because we all know the Kayali gets a little deeper, a little candy and all the things. As long as it does that, I probably wouldn't notice the difference at all. This ain't fair, y'all. I don't know. They be coming after Kayali, and I love me some Kayali. I have pretty much most of their fragrances. Some of the ones that they first released, like the citrus, elixir, and all of those, I don't have. I wasn't collecting fragrances, then any of them that I can get my hands on, I do have, as long as I enjoy them. Some of those oud ones, that oud smoky or whatever that one was, I couldn't handle her. So guys, listen, this one close. If I had to recommend out of the 3, closeness, this one. If you want it dialed back as far as feeling like the scent profile is too much, this one smells very similar, but it wears not as deep, if you will. Not as deep, not as loud. Now, if you're looking for something in that same scent profile that wears a little bit fresher, that's going to be a Marshmallow Blush. So they all kind of give the same vibe as the Kayali Young Boujee Marshmallow with different nuances. But baby, when I tell you, this one right here can do a body double for a movie for Kayali Young Boujee Marshmallow. This one can sub in, okay, for the body double. And who's gonna know? Unless you tell them, okay? Who's gonna know? So Shams Al Emirats, I hope I'm saying that correctly, pink blush, in my opinion, is like 97%. And that's just out of the bottle. We're gonna see what she does. I will continue to keep you guys updated, but this is a great alternative that will save you a ton of coin. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know that the conversation centered around dupes or inspired fragrances can somewhat be a little bit sensitive to people. So let me know what you think about these dupes. And if you feel like they're doing too much, getting too close, do you feel like they may be disrespecting the brands, or if you here for it? Because I want to know. I want to know what you think. If you have any of these, have you tried the new one from Afnan, or even this baby right here? I really would want to know your thoughts, because on my skin, she too close, okay? Too close. As always, you guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Again, that does help for us to grow. And please make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others. And peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.